Okay. All right. Welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner, Classic Known Classics. This is episode number 2867, double shot number 2761. We're discussing first some Green Lantern and some Supergirl. For Green Lantern, it'll be discussing issues from Volume 3, issues 66, 75, and 78 through 80, along with annuals. It'll be annuals 4 through 7 and 9. So, 67 and 68, 67, 66, 67 is a two-parter where you have Kyle Rayner team up with the Wally West Flash. Because I first heard this title like, wait, Fast Friends, wait a minute. There was also a miniseries of the same name, except it's teamed up with I think it was like Kyle, Wally, Alan Scott, and I think it was like one other person. It's mostly just a quick two-parter, just having these two team up. Now, initially I reviewed this already in a trade for Flash, but nope. That was collecting the mini-series for with the same title. And basically in this two-parter, it's the debut of new Sonar. The second Sonar, who is the son of the original Sonar. Yep. So why not? By the way, Ron Mart's on the book now. Yeah, we're basically on his era now. So I have this two-part team up. And then we have next couple issues deal with Green Lantern team with the whole storyline Underworld with Donna Troy in the book. Yeah, and also we debuted Zucaric and Paul Christian, who's only here for a few issues. He's here just until issue 69. Yeah, he even continues the book even after. He first here in 66 and he's here until 69. But after these issues here, he's never seen again. Yeah, and Donna Troy, who's Darkstar in this book, we also guest appearance by Justice League America, was comprised at the time with Ted Kord, Wonder Woman, Firestorm, Guy Gardner, Maxim, Marshman, Wally West, Superboy, and the Ray. Yeah, and after this particular one, so basically issue 70 caused a big split between Donna and Kyle. And she even gave him a low blow by bringing up his dead girlfriend. And he's like, don't go there. And then he just leaves. It kind of caused a breakup, but the big thing with this issue 70 is that he meets John Stewart for the first time. Which, yeah, at the time he's part of Dark Stars, but great to see the fact he does that. So for the next 3 issues, he's on a quest to basically try and prove himself as a hero. And the first place he goes is Gotham City, where he meets with Batman and Robin. And the Alan Scott Green Lantern, who is now known as Sentinel. And he does basically cover the whole thing with Harley Quinn. Yeah, and also we debut a new Son of Darkseid. Yeah. So apparently we don't know who his mother is. Just like Darkseid is his father. He got killed off in an Outsiders Survivor kind of one shot featuring Thunder and Martian Manhunter. And they killed some Dark Stars who actually had their own book at the time. Yeah. So I really enjoyed this one. And the next issue he said with Captain Marvel for an issue. And they killed off another one of Dark Stars. This time he won the Green Lanterns, Hulk Ran, who was a key Pella creation, and he got killed off in this issue by who killed. And then the final part of this 3-parter, he teams up with Wonder Woman. Yep. Then in 74, they basically reveal who's responsible for They actually do kill off a character, Charisma. Yeah, one of the Green Lanterns, and she gets killed off this issue as well. And we finally unveil basically Darkseid's son, who was responsible for all the killings. And then 75 basically is, well, the conclusion of the storyline. And pretty much in the way people quitting the Dark Stars. Donna Troy and John Stewart quit the team. Marianne Durst, who basically, well, it's implied she had a thing for John Stewart. But yeah. Yeah, and she's in this book for me, like, somewhat. And they do kill off a character named Thrillin. And he was a character debut in Dark Stars. He got killed off this book, too. Yeah, so Dark Stars basically, they got their team cut in half. Yep. Yeah, and also he appears parents by Adam Strange in this book, too. Yeah, his parents in this book comes completely out of nowhere. It's like, oh, it's Adam Strange. Okay. And then for the next 3 issues, it's a fresh start. Where it's basically just Kyle going to space for a few issues while Don hangs out with Titans. And also runs into a few villains. Shrapnel, Hammergate, Delvish, Korak, Alter Hogan, Sonar, Spellbinder, Sludge, and Dr. Light. Yeah, Dr. Light was actually trapped in the Green Lantern power battery. Which apparently has been trapped there since issue 36 of this very volume. And then, of course, he fights him in the very next issue. Also with the Sun Eater. And that's pretty much it for the main issues. We have J.H. Williams do the art for issue 80, which, I gotta admit, these issues are actually really good. But now discuss the remaining annuals of this book. Starting with annual number 4. Annual 4 is a weird year 1 story where this is kind of interesting. We kind of have Kyle and Hal swap bodies, and Kyle as Hal. Preventing the death of Alex Wilde is a weird time travel story. Like, yeah, that was really weird. And Alex survived this Ulta version, but she's still dead. Yeah, this was really weird. Like, I like the other year 1s, but this was one of the most bizarre ones I've seen. Then we have Legends of Death Earth, which focuses on basically a Green Lantern in the future, which Chuck Dixon wrote this one. Yes, Chuck Dixon wrote this annual. Well, and 4 is on by Ron Marr. This is by Chuck Dixon. And when I read this, I'm like, wow, no wonder why this is so good. Chuck Dixon wrote it. And then we have the Pulp one, where it's like My Greatest Adventure. Probably Pulp Hero stuff. This one is kind of interesting, where you have him going to a jungle for the whole story. It's a big jungle adventure, which I thoroughly enjoy that. Now, 7 deals with Ghost. Yeah, it deals with zombie versions of the Green Lantern Corps, where it's basically him versus Necron for the first time. And you take kind of done versions of Abensor, Eldoran, Kelson, Kilowog, Mongol, Mogo, Tomari, and Tomo 2. Which, yeah, Tomo 2 does come back. Yeah, they basically resurrect a lot of these dead lanterns who got killed off in this book. Yeah, they do bring them back eventually. Mm-hmm. I think basically Jeff Johns brings him back, and then skip over end number 8 because that was the Gorilla Ape story, and then moving on to end number 9, which is the last ever annual release for this book. It basically deals with a new character named Saw and Nispia. Yeah, this is the Jungle Girl. And she does not appear. She's not appearing in the main Green Lantern book after this. Nope. After this, her next appearance was in Jelly Gatekeeper and the Day of Vengeance special, and that was it for her. It's like, yeah, let's not do anything with this character that Tim Truman created. Yeah, Timothy Truman, he created. He did the writing for this book with Corey Tumble, and that's pretty much the book's. There's a backup story in here, or features another adventure for them. Yeah, final volume, front end for the volume, and you might be curious though. Since that was the last volume, did Volume 4 have an annual? If you're really curious, no. Volume 4, throughout its entire run, did not have an annual. It had specials, yes, but no annuals. Did Volume 5 have an annual? Oh, yes, it did. In 2012, basically 12 years after the last thing came out, and basically every year from that point forward. Then came the brief replacement Hal joining Green Lantern Corps, which that did not have an annual. The Green Lantern did have an annual. That was released in 2019. That was the first one in 4 years that had an annual for Green Lantern. There was a Black Star one, which did not have an annual because it was a miniseries. Season 2 was a limited series, which did not have an annual. Green Lantern Volume 6. This one did have one annual in 2021. 2 years after the last thing came out. The current volume has not had an annual just yet. So that pretty much, I reviewed all the annuals for Green Lantern. Yep. But I would say of these annuals, I love the Arc Hero one, but the story is like, did Ron Mars not get the memo how to do a year one story? Because this is not year one. This is basically a time travel with swapping people. Yeah, I didn't like the story for year one for this one. I did like A number 6. I like A number 7. Well, here's the annuals. I didn't like annual 4. Yeah, 4 I did not like. 5 I did like. 6, yes, I love 6. 7 I thought was pretty interesting for what it was. It's done by Steve Vance to Rob Lim on the artwork. I thought this annual was a lot of fun, and as for the final annual for the book, that was also really good as well. Yeah, and number 9, really good. I give these books here a 9 out of 10. Next up we have is Supergirl, issues 40, 44 to 48, and issue 44 to 58, and issue 60. I decided to do 60 because I wanted to end it at an even number. Mostly put this deals now. Here's the thing about these issues. For some reason, DC decided not to do any more trades for Supergirl. They collect issues from Peter David's run for the book. Yeah, here's what happens in the course of issues. Come on, seriously. Mostly put we deal with the religious aspect when it comes to these issues here, because of course Matrix is an angel who takes the appearance of Supergirl. And she also finds out that the guy with the purple armor is in fact a horse. So the whole thing with issue 50, with 44 is her dealing with hero worship. That's mostly exactly what this book is. 45. Yeah, this is the issue where she finds out that this guy here is in fact a horse. Yep, she finds that this guy is a horse. That's a big thing with 45. 46, she's continuing fighting this guy. It's a multi-part of this one. Oh yeah, and Maddie gets kissed by the red-haired guy. Like, wish me luck. Oh. Yeah. We continue to deal with this guy here. And then of course you have basically a handicap match for Supergirl in issue 47. In issue 48, we deal with her apparent death. Oh, well, this character Dick, who gets killed, who sadly dies here. Oh, by the way, Granny Goodness was actually in this issue is like a big, humongous brawl. It's basically Mr. Coven, Beth, Comet, Despero, Murmur, Extremist, Feeling Furious, Granny Goodness, Parademons, Parasite, Grodd, Senate Girl. Richard Mervyn, he died in issue 47. Yeah, been there since issue 5. Yeah, this is the one basically who debuted in the Silver Age, and he was kind of brought in there. And 48 was basically his funeral. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what 48 was. It was basically his funeral. The character who's the black girl in the book, her name is Maddie Harcourt. And she's been a fairly recurring character in the book. But like after his death, she didn't really appear very much after this. And I don't think it's fair to Davis. I don't think he had plans for her. 49 basically deals with... They also have a brief appearance by Kira Zor-El. Well, probably a tease for her. And her going to war. And then she apparently dies. Yes, and then 51 is basically kind of like issue 1 all over again. Yeah, issue 51 is basically like the... Yeah, and also with these issues, with 51, she's no longer wearing the regular blue costume she's wearing to issue 1. Oh no. With issue 51, like people think she's dead. She died at one point, and then she comes back. Wearing this, her animated series costume, which I think she wore this for pretty much the rest of the series. Which, yeah, this is the issue she starts sporting it. And kind of gets the idea we have to have show of her belly, which is kind of started that. But as for what... Now, the only reason why they switched because she was wearing the cartoon, so why not wearing the comic? Yep, also the prankster. Yeah, and Superman doesn't recognize her first, but he does initially come down to basically she is Supergirl. And they know that she's shorter. Yeah, Supergirl is shorter. They know the fact, hey, aren't you died? No. Yeah. And then issue 54, guest appearance by Green Lantern. There's also a new guy named Buzz, who's an enemy of Supergirl's. Yeah, he basically has been appearing mostly in the books since issue 1. He's appeared a lot in this volume. I do mean a lot. Leonard Kirk's doing the artwork here. And then we try to prevent the assassination of Lex Luthor in issue 55. Also, Leonard Kirk, he leaves. Right after issue 54, and he's placed by Derek Alcon. Leonard Kirk has a cover that doesn't do it here anymore. Oh, it's back 56. Yeah, 56 basically just, well, midlife crisis. It's her dealing with like some one-shot villains, like the Beaumont family, and then we deal with these villains for the next 2 issues. And then she gets appearance by Dr. Fate in issue number 58. Yeah, and then skip 59 because I discussed her in the Worlds of War, Superman Worlds of War trade. And then for some reason, I'm not sure why this is. The next issue is not there. This one, it is part of the storyline. It's her dealing with Imperax, or probes. It's her basically dealing with it. I'm not sure why this was not included in that new trade. Yeah, I'm not sure why it just wasn't there. Yeah, for that new trade, they basically decided not to include a lot of stuff from that storyline, not part of that storyline for some reason. I don't know why. Is it Casualty? Like, it was part of the all-out war stuff, but yeah, it was not put in the new trade. I don't know why, but it wasn't. But great issues. Yep. And I'm going to give these Supergirl issues a 8.5 out of 10. We're getting really close to wrapping up this run. Got 2 more rounds for this book, and then we're done. Basically, I want to do that last one as a trade. The trade for that one, so I'll discuss that point. But yeah, that's pretty much a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do another like button. Next up, Ultra 7. Okay? Thanks for you. Bye.